ocean. And we actually had flashlights that you have to turn off all the other flashlights, and we would hold a flashlight down by the water, kind of to imitate the moon, so that they would follow it. Yeah, and there's so many fascinating stories, like where the park is. It's got a gate at the end of the road, and so none of the public can get down there because like car lights and things like that, or other people with flashlights just going to see the turtles. You don't want that, or that'll confuse the turtles and they'll go the wrong direction. Like, I'll go to the crocodile, not out to the ocean. So, and in fact, in my June trip, when the mama turtles were laying the eggs, it wasn't just the park that had a gate. It was miles later along the highway they had set up an orange cone barricade to kind of try to get people to not go out there, because you do have to deal with like poachers or people who want to sort of sell trips to see the sea turtles, private enterprise. So yeah, car lights are a huge thing. In fact, when we went down there, we had to be really careful as we were driving along with low beams and then park off to the side. And then we would hike down to the beach, and we would probably hike like close to 2 miles. We'd go all the way down to the lighthouse. And we would have one of the vehicles from the FPMC, which is like we used a bus that night, but they also have like camouflage big wheeled trucks too. Anyway, we would have them meet us at the lighthouse so that we didn't have headlights on while we were doing all of this work. And there you can see an egg at the bottom of the hole. That's just one. And that's me holding, that's the last one, me holding one of the soft-shelled eggs. And so here's one of the kids kind of trying to corral the.
Is a soft shell egg the one that didn't germinate? Didn't
Sure.
There was no turtle?
Sometimes you do find one like that. I'm trying to think of how many we found. Because there's so many hundreds of eggs laid, the amount that hatch live and the amount that don't hatch or are dead, or the embryo never took off for whatever reason. I think I was really fortunate the night that we dug them up, because we found so many alive and so many had already left the nest. But yeah, and the kids, they're so great because they have like a very adult, like, biology perspective to all of this. But they do. It's disappointing when you find either eggs that didn't hatch for live turtles, or you find the shells of the ones that died. But I also think that it's a tremendous learning experience, because it seemed to make them even more dedicated to the cause and what they were doing. Finding these and seeing evidence. It's kind of like reading a book in school and then finding evidence that what your teacher was talking about is true. There's the little turtles. They're just amazing. And their little flippers are just so, it's almost like feather touch when you're holding them. So, close that out there. Go back to, keeps flipping so you get my whole entire photo montage there. Anyway.
Yeah, sure. Is your background a little bit in biology too, or it just happens to be more of an interest with the technology part
Sure.
and education? I was just curious.
It's a great question.
I know you're from Oregon, and I've
Yeah.
lived there myself, and we love the environment.
Yeah, it's actually a really good question. I think about that more and more as I kind of decide next steps to go with my work. I am from Oregon, and I didn't realize until I was much older what huge impact that has on me. When I was growing up, my family are pretty much all educators. We did major water cleanup areas of like rivers and watersheds and things like that. So that had a huge impact on me. I've always been interested in sort of reforestation models, because living in Oregon, I actually worked with Oregon State on some temperate rainforest type issues. So the mangrove restoration project is similar, even though the plants are different.
Yeah.
And I've always had a real sort of ecological connection to environmental projects and trying to help kids become aware of kind of the world around I think my passion for this honestly began because I realized how fortunate I was to be able to go see these things, and a lot of kids and adults never see this. So I started this project to start bringing awareness of these issues into the schools around Genesee County. And that's already started happening, and it's really exciting. We started with a hypermedia platform that I had worked on previously, where we were doing like chats and sort of more blog type things. But then we started developing this website, and I'm really pleased with how far it's come. It's not done yet by any means, but technology has come so far in the last 10 to 20 years that for a kid, let's say sitting in Amy's classroom, to be able to go and see,
Right.
a video from the top of a lighthouse thousands of miles away, or to see, baby sea turtles. We also have what's not on this website yet, because we've got to render them and save them and then upload them. We have interviews with the kids. We have interviews with Kevin at the Reef Project over at Champenob. I filmed Kike when he was first digging in. You probably see me with a camera in some of those pictures. But I filmed him when he was starting to dig up the nest to find the eggs. And he gives a much more detailed and scientific background of what they're doing. So we're going to put those up there. But I love the project because it's been like a combination of technology, hands-on work. I can tell you that when I go down to Mexico, the work is hard. I mean, I come back feeling like I run a triathlon, and I am not the person who runs triathlon. So, the last time we were there, when we went across the lagoons, the wind had picked up while we were doing that. So we had just paddled all the way back after planting the mangrove plants. And we were just beat. Our arms, our body were just dead. And the barge, the small little boat, it's probably from Tara to myself, had gotten stuck out there. And there were two of the guys who work with the FPMC, but there were also a couple of the kids. And so one of my students and I, we volunteered. We took one of the larger sea kayaks. We took it and we went all the way back across the lagoon to get the kids out. And they were so tiny, but I think we had 3 kids in between us on the sea kayak. And the water was just drenching us and splashing us. And then, the night before, we had just walked the 2-mile trek with the equipment in the sand to go, to look at the sea turtles. And then, then we had jumped in the water, one of the days before to count the fish. And if you've never done that kind of stuff, and I love it, I wouldn't trade it for the world, but it's exhausting, to be in salt water for an hour and you're taking this and swimming against the currents. And it's really exciting. I really am interested. I didn't talk about it a lot, but I'm very, very interested in what happens with the BP oil spill and some of the other environmental issues that are going on right now. Because this is such an amazing part of the world that you just don't see. It's so
Now, if
close
another
to us.
teacher wanted a curriculum, would you kind of like, maybe that they could connect to Amy or somebody?
Absolutely.
Or to you?
They can just contact me and I can link them over here. And actually, it's funny you say that, because the other thing, I don't know why the internet connection is so bad here, but
Seems that that would be another good way to have outreach to the school districts or to teachers, to have you and Amy as resources.
yeah. And the other thing is we have a Facebook page.
Okay.
And the Facebook